In the gateway of my heart I put a sign that says, "No trespassing." But love came laughing and said, "I enter everywhere." Love knows no reasons. Love knows no lies. Love defines all reasons. Love has no eyes, but love is not blind. Love sees, but it doesn't mind. Love is when you take away the feeling, the passion, the romance. You find out that you still care for that person. Love is supposed to be the most wonderful feeling. It inspires you. It gives you joy and strength. But sometimes the things that give you joy can also hurt you in the end. It starts with a smile, develop with a kiss, and end with tears. When you love, you must not expect something in return. If you do, you're not loving but investing. If you love, you must prepare to accept pain. For if you accept happiness, you're not loving but using. Don't go for looks, it can deceive. Don't go for wealth, even that fades away. Go for someone who makes you smile and make a dark day seems bright. The beginning of love is to let those we love to be perfectly themselves and not to trust them to feel our own image. Otherwise, we love only the reflection of ourselves we find in them. Never try to impress someone to make her or him fall in love with you. Cause when you do, you have to keep that standard for the rest of your life. A sad thing about life is that when you meet someone who means a lot to you, only to find out in the end that you were never bound to each other and you just need to let him go. Maybe God wants us to meet a few wrong people before meeting the right one so that when we finally meet the right person, we should know how to be grateful for the gift. We often don't see the reasons why we don't always get what we are wanted. But in the end of it all, we realized that what we wanted wasn't meant for us after all. Everything happens for a purpose. When you feel down because you didn't get what you wanted, just sit tight and be happy because God's thinking of something better for you. It hurts to love someone and not to be loved in return. But what's the most painful of all is to love someone and never find the courage to let that person know how you feel. It's always better to find courage in love, even if you lose in the end, rather than not finding love because you were too afraid to face a challenge. The greatest regrets in our lives are the risks we did not take. If you think someone will make you happy, then go for it. Remember that you'll pass this way only once. Love, no matter how hard you find, it won't see it. No matter how hard you try, you won't get it. But when you're about to give up, it comes. Sometimes the love that we are looking for is right in front of us, too close for your eyes to see. So close your eyes and let your heart see itself. There are things you love to hear, but you never hear it from the person who say it with his or her heart. Just because someone doesn't love you the way you love him or her, it doesn't mean that they won't love you with all they have. There are so many stars in the skies. Only some are radiant to be noticed. Among those you choose to ignore is the one which is willing to shine for you forever, even if your glance remains elsewhere. God never closes the door without opening the window. He always gives us something better when He takes something away from us. Heartbreaks will last as long as you want and cut deep as you allow them. The challenge is not how to survive heartbreaks, but to learn from them. In relationships, thanks God when you're hurting or crying, when you are given a chance to measure the importance of relationship of the person and of yourself. When you grow, you become a better person because you experience suffering. We have no right to ask the questions like, why? Why this happened to me? When sorrows come, unless we ask the same question for every moment of happiness that comes our way. Then God put a tears in your eyes. It's because He wants to put rainbow in your heart. There is something that we never want to let go of. People we never want to leave. But keep in mind that letting go isn't the end of the world. It's the beginning of the new life. The brighter future will be based on a forgotten past. You can't go on well in life until you let go of your past failures or heartaches. To let go is not to deny, it's to accept. To let go is not regret the past, but to grow and to live for the future. To let go is to fear less and to love more. Don't be afraid to break someone's heart or have hurted broken, cause that's how relationships are when you're young. They are stepping stones for the main one. Follow your heart. It might not always be right, but despite the pain, you'll have memories that make you smile, even once in every real while. It is better not to have the person you love right now, but have them later than be with them now, but lost them forever. Love has its time, season, and own reasons. You ask why it to say, why? You can only embrace it as it comes and be glad for a moment in your life it was yours. Each of us is given a pocket full of time to spend it however we may.
You lead me, you make me hope again. Your love is all I ever need. Never knew this love can make my heart beat. You hold my world again. Your love is all I ever need. No one else will fill my heart like you do.
We use what we will. We waste what we will. But we can never get back a day. Don't each let moment pass you. For within the twinkling of an eye, the moment shall go and the feeling shall die. It might be too late when you open your eyes. Don't be so busy planning the life you're going to have that you feel to appreciate the one you've already been given. Dream that you want to dream. Go where you want to go. Be what you want to be because you have only one life and one chance to do all things you want in life. We are never given dreams without the power to make it come true. A heart truly in love never loses hope, but always believe in the promise of love. No matter how long the time, how far the distance, never say goodbye when you still want to try. Never give up when you still feel you can. Take it and never say you won't. Love the person anymore, then you can't go. True love doesn't have an happy ending. That's because true love doesn't have an ending.
Pull me into you.